sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start, and off we go from Ford Field. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, no, right to start, and loses the football. And this is taken in by the defense. What a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking of getting the ball, getting your script, running your plays. Instead, Greg, it is a fumble lost on the opening kickoff.
It's just absolutely the most disastrous beginning of a game you could possibly dream up. And what you do now, Mike, is not only does the other team get the ball, you send your defense out there early in this game and force them to have to defend the short field right away.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That is caught. Good throw. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, Montgomery will start the game. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. A 2nd down throw for Bach. Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
He's got his tail downfield. It's right. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That is caught. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence from your defense to go and get a stop. This extra point, yourselves a time ball.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So will come out to the 30. Unbalanced look to the left here on first down. To throw is Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 2. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catchability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he will dive into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Goff to throw. On target to Laporte. And they will bring
Certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. 3rd down coming up.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
A carry here for Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now Allen on 1st down. Taken in by Shakir. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Bills 1st down. Now it's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And That's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. Going to return this from the 10. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This will be returned from the 2. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Allen. Open man. That's Amari Cooper. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
It was caught by Cooper on the right side. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. We'll go play action here with Allen. He'll throw it left and has his running back. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handles. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Second down and 8. Now Allen. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. That his second touchdown tonight. The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. Catch is made by the right. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They have a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's gone. And this will be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. Goff to throw on 1st down. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. Here's a handoff to Montgomery. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike. As the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And he will score. Game on. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down? And really make this one interesting.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Run out of the gun with Cook. Guarani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Allen. He'll go right at it. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Lions have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your back.
Yeah, I'll pay you. Cash out me $1.
You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Montgomery. He's going to be taken down to 37.
Starting to see a back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to run or do they start putting the ball in the air?
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
This one caught by Patrick. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down, so they get a new set of downs.
Yeah, Detroit tough.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand.
Yeah, I fought with Detroit.
Sometimes it's by design. Sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback.
I'm too tough with the new follow. I'm too tough with the new follow. I appreciate it, fam. I'm going to follow you back. I ain't like them. God bless you and your loved ones. 100. Yeah, Detroit tough though, fam.
That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Should have took that up to overtime, fam. Clutch defense, man. Let's go.
Possession here as they get it at their own 4.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll find his running back, Cook. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Yeah, Sersky, GG's, fam.
They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. They come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from
Got a cash out me if you trying to laugh, man. Got a cash out me if you trying to laugh, fam. Or y'all already know you can watch for the free, man. You gonna learn something. You know I'm trying to break that top 100 right quick, man. Something light, man. Dollar to the cash app. There ain't nothing, fam.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 20.
I Travis 6, fam.
They run with a veteran speedster. It's Kareem Hunt, and not a whole lot of room to operate there. Run, he gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Pacheco gets it, tries the left side. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Again, it's Pacheco. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard.
We had 105 followers on Twitch. Let's go. 2,000 on YouTube. Let's go. 710 on Facebook. Let's go.
2nd down and 6 now. They go play fake. Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have
Josh Allen got a motherfucking laser.
This drive with 6 points.
Well, that's one way, and a good way, to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to change things up. Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 43, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Rolling to his right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaul. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half. That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Steps away. He's able to get it to Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. To the air, Allen. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Can't we score?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first down.
We'll make them cough up that rock. Watch.
If they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Terrell
Hitting that boy.
in on the tackle. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as a tackle made at the 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Here's 1st and goal. Mahomes takes it himself. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Pacheco is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by Shakir. And he's going to have a first down, but he's tackled inbounds up near midfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here. From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. And we are underway in Buffalo. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas. They're going for 2.
You have to believe in the Colts themselves. We can do that. Let's have another 2 yards. Let's go get points and get 2 points as a result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's got room. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Amari Cooper, 70 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
It's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Allen going to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1 running back, you've got to be willing to be patient at times. Once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He's got room to roam. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen to throw once more. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Bills have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. Breaks through the contact. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Allen.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dalton Kincaid.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
A final shot before half for Allen. It's complete to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Allen.
Oh, pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Touchdown, Bills! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. To the air, Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. Clock management definitely critical here if they're going to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action. Now it's Allen. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 10 yards out. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense. Because they're going to need to find
the coach with the two-point cheat sheets. They'll fall back to 3-minute game, and they do that.
And sometimes just a long time in the game, you don't really know about. It's just a feel sometimes of making that call. And you feel good about what you're doing with your analogy. And then the replay too. They feel great about themselves.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Down the sideline he goes. And down to the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Again, it's Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On play action, Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So it's... From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. This going to be returned from the 2. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now Hurts going to move him around. Looking to throw on second down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A first down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Hurts sets up to throw it. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. On play action, Allen. And complete right side to Cook. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
What a drive. This has been just chugging the yardage, and this is one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And it's caught. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 1st and goal at the 1. Here's Allen. Touchdown! Reggie Gilliam from a yard out. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rasmussen, those guys are terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point pass. It's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. They tried to take the deep shot there with this defense up to the Titans.
Sometimes when you hear a ball like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love
extend this lead before heading to the locker room. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They go right back to him from 20 and a first.
When you see three tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 36 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something, being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They're going to look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On second and goal, Hurts. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression anything open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good for 22 and a first down.
The defense had to be in a good position and feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And he will find his man on the outside. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Allen. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now Allen. And he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Allen. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give. This is Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
GG's, fam.
next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Ready to get us started, and we're off from Baltimore. Deontay Hardy to return. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
from just shy of midfield. Allen. And he's into the hands of Coleman downfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Cook. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Allen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Another try after the first down sack. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. Still fighting. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. They'll try the middle with Cook. Brought down by Ed Oliver.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now 2nd and 5. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen out to his left. That's caught. Kincaid. for the Bills touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. They take the lead out 7-6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Cook up the gut. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2nd and 5. Allen gonna throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. Handoff comes to Cook. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On the carry, it's... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Returnable from the 1. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going to manage a long yard on that drive up the gut. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. the tackle. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. Third down coming up. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Give to Tracy up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He rolls to his right. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle him up before it came to fruition.
Here's 2nd and 7. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Tracy. He found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, still. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Oh, giving it to the wide receiver up there, short. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get the game's first points here in the 2nd. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Gano ready to send this away. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Allen now on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. First down of the game for James Cook. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Come on, boys. Let's power up.
Allen on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Ed Oliver there to make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy once more. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. The Giants trying to make some noise before halftime. Here he is on 3rd and long. This finds Bellinger. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first. It's a design boot. Headed out right. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills get the football. The first turnover in the contest. He steps in front, kicks and goes. Look like he missed the spot there. Maybe because he committed.
That's exactly the case. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Cook calls it in. And he goes out a little short of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
He was looking for that running lane from the very start. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Vacates quickly left side. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Extra point up and good for Bills. And the Bills tie this game 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Rock. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Throwing his lock. He finds Slayton. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He connects with a rookie from LSU. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Giants using their first timeout. They have themselves another 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. It's Tracy on the carry. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Bills crowding the passing lanes. They've got a dime look here on 3rd down. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Tracy, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Gano ready to send this away. Wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun give to Cook. Nice cut back to the right sideline. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Looking for the back that time. And now it's 2nd down.
What are you guys doing? Hey, tight.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. What a hit! Offense in the hurry up here. From the 17. Connection made to Shakir. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Allen throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Allen setting up to throw. He's on the move. And he scores. It's a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Bass on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Inside, give to Singletary. He finds space for a few yards that time. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 37.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Buying some time right. Finds him on the crossing route. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. It's a gain of 22. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Singletary, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Into a crowd and intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it up. Into the red zone. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the net.
It looked like a scene out of the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that return ends, but they are very happy about it. Offense taking over all the way down to the opposition's 45.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He's got Bellinger. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Working quickly here. Here's Singletary on the toss. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? It did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Rolling out to his left. Taken in by Bellinger. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. We get the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Giants trailing by 11. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lock to the air. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
Who Mac Jones with the new follow? Who Mac Jones with the new follow? I appreciate it, fam. I'm going to follow you back. I ain't like them. God bless you and your love. 100.
Just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked up by Terrell Bernard. And the Bears are going to return this up beyond the 20.
Doing with the football.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. The Giants using their first timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he stopped cold after.
First opened in 1950. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. The kicker Tyler Bass has us ready to start. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here we go. Here we go. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ready up. Here's a 2nd and 9. Ready. Play action with Love. He's going to take a shot down the field.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
A pickup there of 13. First down, Packers.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses possess the ball, give as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
We're going to work this down inside the 45.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And exactly how you're able to pick up this big game.
And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off. It's DeMar Hamlin. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. This one intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Let's go now. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Open is crack. He's got it. And he will score. Tucker Craft. Touchdown, Packers. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. Here's the... And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we'll get a second and goal when we return. 7-0 is our score. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. From the 1, second and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Allen working from the pistol. That'll be caught. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and it will remain a 7-6 game. Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. This returnable with Reed. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On the ready. Let's go. Dobbs headed in motion. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Love. On the move is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here we go. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds in this passing game.
And he'll get about 5. To play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field. After this, they'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Love. And Dobbs open left side. Now they're in business. Inside the 15-yard. On the move at the 14-yard line. It's first and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Allen. Taken in by Shakir. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
To the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Taken in, Keon Coleman. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
To throw again, it's Allen. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play call. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll take it on in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move back to within one. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This returnable with Reed. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
38. Set, hut. Keep going. Keep it going. There's it, boys. Let's get a few yards on this play.
Here's Love to throw. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half. As that one's away. Johnson now to return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On first down, it's Allen. That's caught downfield by Cooper. They'll throw on first down with Allen. The throw here is complete. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Throwing again. It's Allen. Pickford taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. One more time going up top with Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Trying to block the pass on key point there. And it's going to be 4 down. Play action. It's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. They'll run with Cook. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Wayne Walker. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the...
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Phillies offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to motion Dotson to the left. They go play action with Hurts. Yeah, he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Steven Sims. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. Jackson. Good footwork at the 30. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the stick's move.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Flowers. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go now on first and goal. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And it's caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
In motion goes the tight end. Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. A choice to make. You're on the road. You're going to take the 3. You're so close to the end zone.
Well, you know what the book says. You know, that mythical book about what to do in certain situations. Road team, it says be aggressive. Go get a touchdown. Don't play for a field goal. I say keep that book open and do it.
They'll run. It's Henry. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Derrick Henry. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Ravens will take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play action. Now Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Flowers going to go in motion right. Now it's Jackson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson will throw again. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Henry up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
To throw is Jackson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. In motion left, Bateman. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. In motion, the tight end. Jackson now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Hurts. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Braden Mann now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this returnable for Sims. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action now. Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Henry's got him out on the left side. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Back to throw. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down. Almost back to the drawing board.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. Jackson. There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 21-0 our score after 1. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Hurts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Man open left side is Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
This is your game to win, offense.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and good as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Barkley inside handoff. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up, it's good, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So now the time-consuming 2-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown from Saquon Barkley. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as he's up to the 44-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Zach Baugh there on the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, they created some nice space for him.
Here is third down and 4. And the tight end goes in motion left. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nolan Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And Goddard going to have an Eagles first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. In motion left goes Smith. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now a pause because we've got A.J. Brown dinged up on that last play, and they're going to have to get some medical attention to him. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Rolling to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught at the 25. And all of a sudden, they're knocking it inside to first 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, this season, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And if he could have hung on, instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game. So after that 7 plays in the game, it's finished with a 5-yard touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's Jackson to throw. That went into the hands of Flowers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And as a quick little completion, got the job done for a first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 2nd and 10. In motion, Aguilar. And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Defensive field in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy first downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out.
And they'll instead run up the middle. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is aware on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be third and forever. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Here is 3rd and 5. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw.
Receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Quick slant, Dotson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie up the game as we approach halftime.